board setup. Everybody loves to hear what you're riding or whoever's on the show, but now it's you.
Yeah.
What's your break down your board setup? What do we got going on here? Do you now I know we did talk about the molds. You use a certain mold 10 or whatever. Mold 4. Yep. Okay. So break it down a little bit. Like tell the people.
It's mold 8, but the 4th one in the mold. Mm-hmm. So I ride at 8.25 Venture Highs 5.6s. Which is a newer truck that they've come out with.
Okay.
I ride 52-inch wheels, usually primitive or
huge millimeter.
Oh yeah, sorry, 52 millimeter wheels. I ride the Andale prorated Swiss bearing Paul Rodriguez signatures.
Okay.
They go.
Yeah, they go, baby. I got my Diamond Hardware 7/8. No riser pads or anything of that nature.
Do you have a different color bolt?
No goofy stuff. No, usually I go with the all black bolts.
Okay.
It does come with one indicator, but by this juncture, at this point in my life, I'm well aware of the front. And
you're well versed in which is a nose and tail, right?
yes, indeed. So I'm good with that. And I just primitive grip tape.
Break down really quickly for the people who don't know the mold 8. Number 4. What's that all about?
Right. So the mold 8 is just the shape I like. And then the number 4 is the 4th board in the press. So usually they press about, I don't know if it's 8 or 10 boards all together at once when they're like pressing the wood. Mm-hmm. And I could be wrong, but from what I gather is the higher, like the boards on the top of the press are a little bit steeper because of how it lines up, and the boards towards the bottom are a little bit mellower. So I kind of like to find that middle ground of, a little bit mellower, but not too mellow, nose and tail, and then the concave as well.
Yeah.
So I just have them pull me those ones.
How did you even discover that? How did you even go through and be like, oh, it's number 4. That's the one?
Because one day I was just skating. Like, I'm not really a picky person at all when it comes to my boards. But I just got a stack of my normal boards. I was like, just the fucking give me the 825s or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. I would just skate the 825s. And there was this one board that just felt perfect. Like every trick was on lock. No rocket flips, everything just felt great. And I was just like, I was telling Heath, I was like, I don't know why, but this board in particular is like perfect. It's perfect. Everything about it, I love it. It's just something just a little different about it than all the other boards I've been getting. And so he starts talking to, at the time it was CJ, our guy who like developed and worked closely with like Bareback and everybody on our shapes. And they figured out that the board I had was the 4th board in the stack of the 825 mold 8. So I was like, just if I can keep getting that, great. Like I could pretty much skate normally whatever boards I get, but like, hey, why not? If you find one that just gives you a cheat code on landing everything perfectly, then I'll keep taking it.
And in skateboarding, man, any cheat code I'll take.
Any cheat code we can take, plant-based, whatever.
So if they try to slide you in another, but like a number 7, or you would notice. They try to trick you.
Maybe, but I don't know because I'm really not one of those guys who gets bugged out about a setup.
Okay.
It might feel a little different, but after skating for a little bit, I'll adjust to it. But for the most part, no, I don't really notice.
You just found something that you really took to and wanted to replicate that day.
Might as well just try and keep that going.
But other than that, you don't care. You're not a big. You're not
I'm
picky.
not worried about it. No. I'm not worried about it. I can pretty much gather it, and like I always have friends that like they're like, or other people I know, like if something is slightly off, their whole day is shot. It's in their mind. It fucks their whole session, and then they're just like, I can't do it. And their whole day is. I'm like, I refuse to be like that, dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a shit what it is. Just give it to me. I just want to skate it and try and adjust because I don't want to get caught in these weird. I already have certain OCDs, so I don't want to get any more OCDs.
Right. I usually judge my day on how my Starbucks experience goes.
Okay.
If I have a bad day at Starbucks, then I have a bad day all day.
Like what's your bad day at Starbucks, Raj? Like they don't put one.
Well, now I have to like order on the app whatever in order to pick it up, but like they forget to put the sugar in, or
because they have to do it all for you.
Yeah. Or just the coffee's bad, or like, oh, sorry, we're all out of Pike right now. Can you wait like 5 or 10 minutes to brew a new batch?
Roger's day's ruined.
Like, God damn it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like,
you have to walk all the way back home.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Or you spill on yourself as you're walking out. You're like,
I don't even know what I base my bad days on. I don't even know.
I try not to correlate any of those things. I try to quarantine them off, no pun intended, to their own, seclude them to their own event. Yeah. Unless it's a good thing. If it's a good thing that happens, then I like to spread that energy through the rest of my day. But if it's something I don't want in my life or in my day, I just try to chalk it up. It is what it is.
Yeah, move on.
Put that behind me and let's just move
well,
forward.
Well, it's like the laws of attraction.
Yeah, exactly right.
You do something like spill coffee on you, and then that every little thing that happens to you that whole day is just bad.
Falls apart.
You're just you're falling apart. You have to.
You keep thinking about tuned
it.
You're tuned into it. You're on the same wavelength. You know, you got to
I try to just like, as best as I can. I just try to like, okay, whatever. That was a bit of an annoying situation. Okay, it's done. Now let me find what I want to find in my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just a fun little mind games we can play with each other.
It's tough to stay positive all the time. You know,
it can be. Yeah, it can. You get tested for sure, but just because you're not positive in that one particular time doesn't mean you're not a positive person in general, right? Like we all have things that like you get frustrated, or you get angry, or you get sad or whatever, but like you can tell the difference between a positive and a negative person, because a positive person will always find their center again. They will always find their way back to positivity. A negative person will just take the negativity and just keep going down with it, down and down and down and down. You can be annoyed, aggravated, or pissed off or whatever, but like you'll always find your center again if you're a positive person.
It's true.
I agree. You know, that's why if Raj spills coffee on him in the morning, I just say, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll just talk to you tomorrow. How was your Starbucks day? I'll talk to you tomorrow. Just talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it is though. I mean, it's luckily the positive outweighs the negative.
Yeah. And like, you can find whatever you're looking for, right? I believe, at least. You can find every reason why shit sucks, or you can find every reason why things are good. And you know what type of person you are by what you consistently find. It's like when you use a highlighter, you want to highlight certain things you want to remember, say you're reading a book or whatever, you can highlight things that are helpful to you or things that aren't helpful to you. You know, like it's all what you highlight.
That's true.
Yeah.
Life is a highlighter. Never even thought about that. That's good. I like it. I do. So like if Paul Rodriguez was going out skating, you know, what would be the, is there a certain warm up trick that you do? Do you get out of the car and do a kickflip every try, or do you do something and like what would cause Paul to have maybe a not so good, like if something's really like you just can't flip your board properly, or that kickflip's not working out, or
you know, I've been very fortunate, especially now, even more so now, to where like I don't have much of a bed. When I was not real young, but when I was on the come up, you know, teenager, if I missed 2 kickflips, I was because it's just like, that's your everything in your life is just tied to that. But now, so, especially having gone through the injury and the fact that I can get out and attempt a kickflip is just great,
Sure.
So today my kickflip started off rough. I had a brand new board and brand new shoes though, and everything was extra grippy, and it was just like I had to got a couple shinners because it over gripped and hit me in the shin. But usually for me, the tray flip is always pretty pretty good.
Pretty good.
Like the kickflip for some reason is harder than the tray flip on flat ground for me, at least until I get like 5 or 10 of them under my belt.
Find your flow.
Yeah, same with me, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
you have to use your ankle so much more.
A kickflip's hard to do just cold. Like
Yeah,
cold
exactly.
kickflip.
Yeah.
You got to warm up for a while. Tray flip, it's for some reason it's just
you
like
can swing it around.
This little flick,
Yeah,
you know.
because there's no rocket tray flip. It's kind of hard to make it not work right.
Yeah.
And a
But a
fakie tray
kickflip,
flip's
like-
even better.
Yeah, the fakie tray flips flow with you, Kelly. I mean, I'm sure you can attest to that.
I like fakie trays, but regular tray flips is like one of the first warm up tricks. I feel like.
Yeah,
Fakie tray flips because it's easier to,
Roll it around.
it rolls it around. Yeah, fakie.
Yeah, exactly.